Hello everyone. We all know that cloud is one of the most in-demand technologies today, and a lot of organizations are using it. While few years back, companies were hesitant to use it, today they have adopted it to a great extent, and this technology is emerging and evolving at a rapid pace. I have captured 6 different emerging trends which I am going to discuss with you. And personally, the sixth one surprised me the most. Stay tuned till the end of this video. First one is multi-cloud. Typically, when organizations decide to use cloud, they evaluate the various options what they have in the market and they choose one of the cloud service provider. Let us assume an organization chose AWS. Now what they would do is basically use the multiple services which are available within AWS. For example, they can use S3 for storing their files, for their database needs they can use RDS, and for their compute needs they can use EC2 and things like that. But recently, what companies have been doing is shopping for services from different cloud service providers, like using the best among the best. For an example, a company may decide to use storage and serverless services from AWS. They can use compute and database services from Google Cloud Platform and Azure AD security services from Azure Cloud. So this is what is called multi-cloud, where an organization chooses few services from each cloud service providers. This leads to a lot of cost savings and potential performance improvements as well. The second one is hybrid cloud. What we have seen so far is that companies choosing either one cloud service provider or a group of cloud service providers in a multi-cloud fashion. But there is another trend. Think of a banking institution, like any bank you can take. They have a lot of critical sensitive data which they do not want to store in cloud services or cloud servers due to regulatory and security constraints. So what these organizations do is instead of storing all of their data and all of their processing in cloud, they split them between cloud and on-premise servers. For an example, an organization can decide that they will use their database and file storage services on-premise and other compute and other services in cloud. So this will allow them to leverage the power of cloud while also maintaining the security and confidentiality of the data by storing it on-premise. Again, this has two flavors. Either they can use one cloud along with an on-premise installation, or they can use multiple cloud service providers along with an on-premise installation. For example, they can use few services from AWS and few other services from maybe Google Cloud or Azure Cloud and still use on-premise in combination with them. The third one is edge computing. If you have seen our previous video on content delivery network, you exactly know what this is. But let me help you quickly remember it. An organization who does not use edge servers basically has centralized servers located in some part of the world. And this server would serve all the requests coming from their users across the world. While this might work, it can cause increased server load and higher latency because the data has to travel a lot of distance. Rather, what organizations are doing nowadays are moving towards having edge devices or edge servers. So these are small servers located across multiple parts of the world, and these servers are located more closer to their users. And whenever the user is trying to use their application or platform, these smaller servers which are closer to the users, they are helping the customers access the data. This leads to reduced server load and reduced latency as well. So this is an interesting one. Cloud gaming. Think you are playing an online multiplayer car racing game. You are having a smartphone with you, but let's say your opponent has a high-end desktop computer with extremely good graphics card and CPU. Now, your smartphone may be being a little older and does not have that great processor. As you can see, is struggling a little bit with the gameplay. But your opponent, who has a really great desktop machine, is just enjoying the gameplay. And sure, he's going to win against you. But what if you have someone to support you? What if there is a cloud server which is helping you win this game? Now, what was the problem earlier?
Your phone had an older processor. Your phone did not have a really great GPU. That was the problem, right? What if your phone connects to a cloud server to do all of that processing in that game? You click a button in your phone and that processing instantly happens in cloud and the response is given back to your phone. Now your phone has really good computing power to compare against your opponent. Now you definitely have a great chance of winning this game. So this is called cloud gaming, where a cloud server is supporting you behind scenes to do the computation and the graphic processing which you lack in your smartphone or any device. And what you need is just a really high speed data network, which we have 5G in our country that can help you achieve this. The next one is serverless computing. With serverless, the development team just needs to focus on developing their code and they need not worry about the infrastructure, how will it be configured, where the code will execute and stuff like that. They need not worry about anything like that. Whenever your code is ready, you can just go execute and you will be given an infrastructure where your code will execute and you just pay for how much you use. If your code takes 20 seconds to execute, you only pay for 20 seconds, and if you do not execute your code, you do not pay for anything. Well, if you are wondering what is the difference between cloud autoscaling and serverless, here is how it is. While you can have compute instances, something like EC2, with autoscaling in cloud, you still need to configure the minimum and maximum resources, how much you want, on what basis the autoscaling should happen, and stuff like that. And you might always be paying some minimum cost for whatever resources you are using from the cloud. But with serverless, you just pay for what you use. If you do not use anything, you pay literally 0 rupees. That is the benefit you get with serverless. While there is a lot of benefits, there is some drawback as well. Serverless services are a little costlier. If your usage is pretty rare or it might work only in certain times of the day, you can definitely use serverless computing. But if your workload is consistent throughout the day, serverless computing may not be a good fit for you. Now, it is time for the one which has surprised me the most in recent times: alternate cloud options. While the cloud market has been dominated by companies like AWS of Amazon, Google Cloud, and Azure Cloud, now there are multiple small companies who are giving a tough competition to these big players. With the evolution of I would say probably these big cloud companies were behind in the race. There are multiple alternate options which are available. I'm gonna talk just about a few of them. One is Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is a free open source platform where you can develop, train, and deploy machine learning models. While this platform has been there from earlier, they quickly evolved to support most recent trending GenAI LLM models as well. Second is NVIDIA DGX Cloud. Like till few months back, I was not even aware that NVIDIA has an online cloud offering. I was just aware that they manufacture GPUs. That's all. But recently I got to know they also have their own cloud offering through which you can train, test, and deploy GenAI models. Now, similarly, we have platforms like Lambda Labs and IBM watsonx AI. These platforms provide you GPU instances over cloud with just a single click, and these instances will help you train, test, and deploy machine learning and GenAI models at really high speeds.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching this video till here. I hope you liked our content. Please feel free to share your feedback and your suggestions over the comment section. I'm completely open for it. And also, please do subscribe to our channel.